You have heard of Let Me Solo Her, but have you heard of Darth the Dark? I'm going to tell you a story about Elden Ring's most forgotten player, Darth the Dark. Long ago, when the game first started, he immediately took to the challenge. He started off great, defeating bosses people struggled on that only took him 5 minutes. He beat the tree spirit not even 5 minutes after walking out the door. He fought Radon before he was patched. He had so much fun that he decided to help other people beat him. He beat Elden Ring's hardest boss at the time over 1,000 times that day. At the end of the day, he said his first recorded words. Weak. That was too easy. He then went off to fight even harder bosses, always looking for a harder challenge, but he could never find one that was stronger. That was until he faced Malenia, Blade of Mikola. He was the first person to ever find and challenge Malenia. After she was found, everybody considered her the hardest boss, but to him, he said in his own words, Malenia was at equal skill to him when she was in her second phase. He beat her over 1,000 different times. He swore that he would help any player that needed help. That was until a guy by the name of Let Me Solo Her took the title of Legend. Darth the Dark was saddened after he heard about this. He fought her over 1,000 times and beat her countlessly. How come this guy is getting all the glory for something that he has already done? How is this fair? After he heard Let Me Solo Her got a real-life Rivers of Blood as a trophy, he then disappeared. He was so upset that no one cared about him, even though he's helped countless people. People wanted Let Me Solo Her to help them fight her. But because of this, no one summoned Darth the Dark anymore. No one knew this more than Darth the Dark himself. He felt forgotten, abandoned and betrayed by the people he cared about. And because of this, the only thing left of him is 2 summon signs, both with the words gone and forgotten. Till this day, he sits in Malenia, Blade of Mikola's room, waiting to be summoned, sitting there for hours and hours, waiting to be summoned for the past 3 years. All he does is sit there, waiting for someone to need him. But unfortunately for him, that day may never come. If you're wondering what he looks like, I'll tell you. He wears a full Black Knight set with 2 Frost Dragon scale axes. But when he fought Malenia, he was using the anchor. He was using one of the most heaviest weapons in the game and still beating her. And I guess the cold of his weapons is a representation of how he feels. Because he didn't change to those 2 dual dragon scale frost axes until he was forgotten. He deserves to be remembered, at least a little. He deserves some people to acknowledge him. He deserves acknowledgement for his existence because he's helped countless people. He just wanted to help people, but they threw him aside. They threw him aside and they never looked back. By the way, if you want to know how many people he's helped, the number count is over 10,000. He fought Radagon when Radagon was really hard. He fights every single boss for people. He fought Radagon so many times, he's called Radagon Ratababy. That was his own nickname for that boss. He said, and I quote, "Radagon, more like Ratababy, because he's always crying to his mommy after I beat him." That is how he was. He had fun, and he destroyed, and he helped. That's all he wanted. But unfortunately, because of people, he will never be remembered. No one will know this story unless I tell it. People will scoff and just walk away. But him, he would help no matter what. But unfortunately, he might not help again, due to people not wanting his help or needing it anymore. The only chance of his return is the new boss. I'm pretty sure that he has heard Scholar Radon, and I'm pretty sure he's trying to go and fight him. He probably wants to get a piece of this action. But then, if you think about it, why would he? He has been forgotten, and he probably just feels pain and suffering. Because remember this, he sits down at his chair or desk or whatever he's at, and he sits down at that spot every day for the past 3 years, and he hasn't been summoned yet. 3 years of doing nothing but waiting for people to need you. But that day will never come. And that's the story of Darth the Dark, Elden Ring's most forgotten legend. One that should be remembered, but will never be. Also, if you want to see the messages that he placed down himself, put in the code 123Q. If you put in that code, then you will see every single message of his, every single summon sign, every single bloodstain, anything. You will see everything if you type in 123Q. And that is the only way you'll ever see anything about him. Good luck. And if you want to go check it out, go ahead. He's there.